Welcome back everybody, and today we're going to go over how to farm legendary boars that actually drop gear score for you so you can level up your gear score at the exact same time. And this place is in the Eden Grove. Very good spot like for farming leather and also farming gear score. So the nice thing about this area, why I love it the most, is that it's very quick respawn rate, and there's basically packs of boars around this area, so the respawn rate is ridiculously fast. So I don't know if they nerfed the other locations. Like, this is currently my favorite location for farming boars. The other locations, I think there's like one that's here in Eden Grove that is like level 58, so you won't not be upgrading your gear score. This area right here is the perfect spot because once you're level 60, you can actually upgrade your gear score. So they do drop items. So I do have some item that gives me a little bit of luck, but most of it is gonna be leather skinning luck, or yeah, just skinning luck. So I have like almost like 80% of my gear just gonna be skinning luck, because you'll see in a second why I do that. And it's just gonna really help you guys out in getting some really good items and just getting more legendary items. So right now I kind of made a mistake of not having more dexterity. Normally you want 250 dexterity. I'm not 250. I have to respec shortly. So, but yeah, even with less than 250 dexterity, you still get legendaries. You saw it right there, and then I just got more legendaries again. But the 10% dexterity when you hit 250 dexterity is quite a bit of a difference, and you want to kind of get as much as you possibly can with the short amount of time. So it's really good idea to be speccing into 250 to whatever you're crafting. Like, say if you're doing lumber, you definitely want to be 250 constitution, because you will get that 10% with as well, which is really nice. Technically, if you're doing mining or logging, getting 300 is pretty nice too, because like you have a chance, apparently you have a 25% chance to destroy whatever you're mining, so it's really easy to mine, right? So that's usually pretty good. So you can just see my gear score right here. I have some pretty decent gear for basically harvesting and stuff like that. The amulet is something I probably should replace. I could not find anything better than that tool. It is one of the best tools that you can get in the game, but it's a little bit on the low stat sides, and my servers are low pop, so no one has been able to craft anything better. So I'm kind of stuck with like low level stuff at the moment, so I probably should try to invest a little bit. I should probably just craft it myself, so I will probably do that one time just to craft it, but the chances are for you to get really good stats on those tools is pretty hard, so if somebody can craft it and then you can just buy it on a trading post, it'll be cheaper than you crafting yourself and trying to get lucky, right? So that's something I'm going to try to invest in. I casually look in the trading post to see if there's any good items. I don't even care about the cost, but like it hasn't happened yet, so it kind of sucks. But you can kind of see the stuff I've been getting, and they're not too bad. But when I'm fighting boars, the downside with the void golem is that you can't, like with fighting beasts, there's no really items that do extra damage other than like having a thrust weapon. So like your spear or a rapier would be able to down these boars way faster, because I think with a thrust or a spear you do about like, I think it is like 120 extra DPS, whereas a void golem, I think you just stay flat at like I think it's like 100. So I would love to put a gem that does extra damage to boars. I would love if fire actually did a little bit extra damage to boars. I have checked on a few websites to see if you can actually do more damage to beasts, but yeah, I haven't found anything that can actually, you could socket a gem into it. So, or else I would have bought another void gauntlet and just socket it in, because I always swap, because like you'll always do extra damage if you put certain types of gems in for certain types of mobs. I always have that, so you could do a maximum amount of DPS, so that way you don't die that fast. So it really helps out. So yeah, just gonna be farming this whole area all the time. It's a really good spot. You can get some good gear, and as well as that, there's caches. You saw those caches in my inventory, so just free loot, free legendaries. You're not going to get anything too crazy. You do get vials from having the skinning up, so And yeah, it's very simple that way, and highly recommend doing it because you know you get free vials, legendaries, mats and stuff like that. So even if you do screw up, like I screwed it up there, what you do is just you put down healing, and then you basically just hurt yourself until like you get your sword back up, and it's just it's very easy, very simple guide, and you guys don't have to really worry about like getting overrun and whatnot. But usually you just go back and forth. This place is so isolated to everybody. No one knows really much about no one doesn't come to this place. Only a very few people do. I have never seen somebody come to this place to be farming boars or skinning, stuff like that. So it's very isolated, and it's probably quite isolated on high pop servers. But yeah, this is like the one near the waterfall, very good spot to be farming. They, as you can see, they spawn super fast, so you just go back and forth, and it's simple. And I like this spot a ton, you know. So, and you don't really die in this spot, but it's always good to put down a tent and yeah, just keep farming. So, mind you, once I'm finished, I try to tickle that Ironhide and use my cooldown to make any type of legendary items, you know. So Ironhide still has a value as well. The pork and the meat, make sure you keep it, because I want you guys to be using that for cooking. The reason why you want to be using it for cooking is because when you use it for cooking, it's you could get your aptitude up, and you get you can start getting some basically some recipes, some really good recipes. So keep the meat for later on if you guys want to go craft something, because you're going to be using that type of you could use that tier meat for the pork and whatnot, and it's really good for leveling up your aptitude. So I'm going to make a guide on that as well. Right now I'm going to be making guides for all aptitudes, how to level up really quickly. There are certain types of animals that will give you a lot more yield when it comes to basically skinning. So I think boars is currently like a pretty good, like a really good middle ground, because one, like they give you a bit of experience, not as much as like fighting a bear or something like that, but they do give you quite a bit, you know. And especially when you're doing like mobs of them, a lot of them, like it'll just totally like add up a lot faster, right? So that's why I think like this farming these animals are really nice. And yeah, they help you out with your aptitude very quickly, and you can just see like you get 1,000 per animal, you know, so you get about like almost close to like 10k of experience just from skinning these animals. So yeah, like it goes by really quickly and really fast, so you're not really going to be having to wait to get that experience. So yeah, so this is pretty much it. I'm pretty much going to finish off there for the guide. Be sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification, because I'll be definitely posting way more videos with just like how to farm, and more guide videos, especially like a lot more for aptitude and stuff like that, and kind of like how to farm and stuff, so that you guys can get some gold and yeah, just do really well with that. And yeah, I want you guys to be succeeding and doing really well with farming. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this, and I will see you guys in the next video.